Mooch, how would you handle, or how would you have handled Manziel? I mean, should he be playing at this point? What is Pettin thinking, and what is he doing?
Yeah, he's driving me nuts. I can't imagine what Mike's going through because I was a real Johnny Manziel fan coming out of college at A&M, and what a magician on the field. He was really fun to watch, and he deserves a chance, and the Browns owe it to themselves to find out what he can do. Is he their future or not? Now he's been in rehab. He's taken time to correct some things and get back on track.
Has he?
And then all of a sudden he does this again, and it's like, okay, is this guy ever going to learn? I mean, it's a head scratcher.
Yeah.
But he's got, to me, I'd sit him in one more game and then say, because the other guys probably aren't their future.
Yeah,
and you got to evaluate this guy. Maybe even put some good film out there so they can trade him.
Yeah, oh, that's a different thought too. Steve Mariucci with us here. You know, Mooch, my theory is that, and I don't know if you dismiss this, but I firmly believe that, you know, Mike Pettin's pretty sure he's not coming back in his own mind next season. I don't know if he's actually been told that. But I think
that Manziel's not coming
back.
No,
that Mike Pettin, that coach, that he will not be coaching the team next year. I mean, really? I believe that he believes that, and in his mind, he's putting it out there, you know, really for his own benefit, but not in a selfish way. That he doesn't want to be viewed as a puppet. That he's his own man, and that he's projecting to the rest of the NFL. I'm not going to placate some baby. It's about the other 52 men that I've got a greater responsibility to, and I think he's trying to salvage his own future, Mike Pettin, the way he's perceived.
Well, there could be some truth to that, because unless the owner comes back and says, no, Mike, you're going to be here with us, you know, let's develop this guy for the future, and let's be thinking future, because it doesn't look like the playoffs are in the cards, then you approach things differently. You play your younger guys. You look at and evaluate kids. But if you know you're on the hot seat, and you're a lame duck coach, you're just going to try to win as many games as you can for your record and get out of there and do what you want to do. Yeah, there could be definitely a different approach by a head coach if he doesn't think he's going to be there.
Yeah, because there's no way that you can look at Austin Davis, and he may have played well and done some good things, but been on 4 different teams in the last couple of years and wasn't drafted for a reason. That guy is not your future. He shouldn't be playing. Johnny Manziel should be. To a guy who actually has been playing and been great, won a Super Bowl, but now seems to be struggling. We're talking about the Green Bay Packers. And Aaron Rodgers, we kind of identified this early in the season. Something just felt off. They were winning, but something felt off. Can you pinpoint what the issue is with?
Not really, and we're going to be discussing this tonight on our show on the NFL Network. Of course, a big game with the Packers at the Lions, and the Lions beat them last time in Green Bay for the first time in 24 years. Yeah. Can you believe that? And I was on both sides of that rival. I was with Green Bay for a while. I remember when I was with Green Bay and the Lions would come to town, they had some really good Lions teams with Barry Sanders and Herman Moore and the guys.
Yeah, Robert Porcher. They had some players,
sure. They were really good. And I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I think the grass got a chance to grow a little longer when Barry Sanders showed up. Just slow him down a little bit.
That's smart. Yeah.
But then, they won that game, and they got a little lucky. Green Bay missed a 2-point conversion, and then they got the onside kick. Then they missed a field goal. But you're right. They're not playing like we expected them to play. Many people put them in the Super Bowl. They don't look like it right now. Could losing Jordy Nelson be that much of an impact on that offense? I don't know. James Jones was a great get after they lost Jordy. But you know what? Aaron Rodgers is being pressured more than ever. He's not as good against the blitz right now as he has been. They're just, like you said, a little off. They certainly need Eddie Lacy and James Starks in the run game to stay balanced. Their defense isn't all that good either. I was shocked that they lost to the Bears on Brett Favre's night when Bart Starr was in the stadium.
Oof.
I'm sure you watched that.
Of course. We were stunned.
What a ceremony at halftime. And Bart Starr, I had just seen him on my 60th birthday. You guys are still kids compared to me. At my 60th birthday, I had dinner with Bart Starr and his wife.
Wow.
Just a couple of weeks ago. It was fantastic. And then they were talking about, trying to get to the event at Green Bay at halftime, and he certainly made it. It was so emotional.
Oh, that's awesome. You better pick up the check, man. I mean, you paid for the bill, right, Mooch? I mean, who paid? Even though it was your birthday, hopefully you paid for Bart. Come on. You're laughing, but you're not acknowledging it. Who pays?
You know what? I
No
tried
comment.
to pay. I tried to pay, but they said it's your birthday,
Yeah.
so we're putting up the check. Okay, I didn't want to argue.
I got you. Steve Mariucci, NFL Network, former head coach with us here on Tiki and Tierney, CBS Sports Radio. Mooch, you know what I don't get? And it happens in baseball, even with the greatest players, where somebody, take A-Rod in his prime and PEDs aside. He can have 1 year where he hits 330 and 49 home runs and drives at a $140. And then there's a noticeable decline, but it's just an aberration. You rarely get that with quarterbacks in the NFL. For the most part, the established quarterbacks, the really good ones, you can put in 30 touchdowns, 4,600 yards, maybe 10, 11 picks, but it's always in this. What in the world has happened to Matt Ryan this year? Like, he's completely regressed.
I was trying to figure out where are you going with this.
I got you.
Yeah, geez, and they started off 5-0 over there. Dan Quinn I hired him. I gave him his first job in the NFL with the Niners, and I'm so proud of the job that he is doing. And yeah, they're in a slump. They have Julio Jones, who's just tearing it up. Devontae Freeman is a good young back that missed last week. They're hoping to get him back. When you change coaches, usually it's because the team needs a lot of things. It's in a rebuild process most of the time, and there were some areas at Atlanta that needed to be fixed. Their offensive line, in many parts of their defense. And by winning the first 5 games, we all thought, oh, no, this is a good team. They're legit. Well, no, they still have a long way to go. It takes a couple years to build a team back. But, yeah, Matt Ryan, he seems to be pressing a little bit to me, like he's trying to make more plays than he should, and he's forcing the ball in there. He's had some real just ill-advised throws that have turned into interceptions, some for pick sixes. And it's just I know he's frustrated because he's really good. And they can on any given day, they can just slice you up.
Yeah.
And so they just haven't been consistent. And, like I said, they have some issues in different personnel groups that they're trying to mask right now. But they're still a dangerous team. The bad news for Atlanta, they still have to play Carolina twice.
I know.